Now we'll move on to our live speaking video, all about some extra super useful expressions when describing people, places, and things. So let's take a look at the expression list that I'll be talking you through today. Up first, we have chalk and cheese. It's one that you may have heard of before and is pretty commonly used in descriptions. Then we have tip top. Now that's probably quite a British expression, but an interesting one and definitely worth knowing. Here we have immaculate, a really interesting descriptive word. And we have buzzing, often used to describe events. And finally, we have down to earth, which is really only used to describe people. So let's jump into the live speaking video and I'll talk you through some more examples of using these expressions within your speaking. Our first expression is idiomatic, and it is chalk and cheese. So idiomatic, it's not what we're actually talking about. There's no chalk, there's no cheese. We're making a comparison to two very different things. So if we refer to two things, usually people or places, as chalk and cheese, it means they're very different. They're very unlike from each other. For example, me and my brother, we're like chalk and cheese. We're so different. We have different personalities and different interests. Chalk and cheese. You could also use it for places. The countryside in the UK is like chalk and cheese to inner city London or inner city Manchester. The countryside is calm. The inner cities are bustling and busy, like chalk and cheese. Okay, here is an interesting spoken expression, and that is tip top. So if you say something is tip top, it really does mean it's the very best. Tip top. Now, it's quite a British expression. I don't think you would really hear native speakers from other countries saying that, possibly Australia maybe, but definitely more of a British expression. Tip top. You could say, that hairdresser's is tip top. They really give the best haircuts. That barber's is tip top. That restaurant is tip top. They have the best food. And it just means great, the best, tip top. We've now got the descriptive word immaculate. And it really is quite an advanced little piece of vocabulary that you can use to describe something that is extremely clean or extremely smart. Immaculate. So, for example, if I was to stay in a really clean hotel, I could say, wow, that hotel room is immaculate. In other words, it's super clean. Now, we can also use this phrase to describe someone's dress sense, someone who is quite fashionable. And we can say, wow, they really dress immaculately. Immaculately. It's quite difficult to say, wow, she really dresses immaculately. And it basically means she's really smart, she dresses really cleanly, quite fashionable too. So generally it's used for describing cleanliness of hotels or rooms, but also to say that somebody wears really nice clothes. Immaculate, immaculately. Now we have an interesting piece of vocabulary, and that is buzzing. And we can use it to describe the atmosphere, the feeling of an event. And it basically is used to describe an atmosphere or an event that there is some excitement. There is some buzzing atmosphere. So you can feel the excitement. You can feel the tension. For example, before the horse race, the atmosphere was buzzing. Everyone was excited to see the race. You can even use it to describe towns as well. Towns or villages or cities that are quite busy, that have an active community. Well, the seaside town, although small, has a real buzzing atmosphere. On the weekend market, it's really buzzing, lots of things happening. And it basically means that busy atmosphere of a town or a village. But it can also mean an exciting atmosphere too, such as a rock concert, an event, something like that. Buzzing. Our last expression, idiomatic expression too, is used to describe only people, and that is down to earth. So if you say that someone is down to earth, it means that they are generally quite calm, quite understanding. It's a positive phrase too. It means that they're not really into fantasies of becoming the next most amazing person. They're quite a calm thinker. They're obviously still polite, but they're really honest people. Quite calm and honest. And it's really quite a positive thing to say about somebody. If you say, my uncle, he's really down to earth. He always offers me good advice. And it's just these people that are calm, honest, often helpful too. So it's definitely a lovely expression to use when describing somebody. To say, they are so down to earth. They are so kind and polite and honest, reliable even, and friendly. Down to earth. Okay, so that is our 5 expressions all about describing people, places and things. So just some extra vocabulary in language that, I really think that you need to hear as well as practice with it too. So I hope that you've enjoyed this lesson. Now we'll jump into some practice activities.